Hello, everyone. Good morning. Happy Friday.
Yeah,
We are Jems Lex Fibers. I'm Judy,
I'm Emily.
and we are so excited to see you this morning. So gonna kind of wait for everybody to get on. It is a beautiful day today.
It is really pretty.
It is going to be a beautiful weekend. I am so excited. I am going to start tackling some spring cleaning.
Oh, yeah.
Deep cleaning. Good morning, patron. I'm like just ready to start getting all the stuff done.
Yeah.
I want to, like, there's a few lamps down in my backyard. I want to get those cleaned up and set up like a little patio out back. Time changes next weekend.
I know.
Yay!
Yeah,
I'm so excited. I'm
Yes,
ready.
me
I'm ready,
too.
ready. I was going to get up and go walking this morning. It was 38. It was cold.
Was it really?
Yes.
I
It
did
was
not know
cold.
that.
Good morning, Deborah. Got to see Deborah this past weekend. Good morning, everybody. So yes, this past weekend was Fiber Fun and the SIP here in Vicksburg. Hey, good morning, Michelle.
Hi.
It was our local festival. It was great, but the weather was
Cold. Very cold.
It was cold. A lot of the vendors had a hard time trying to get into town because the roads were frozen and snowy all the way around Mississippi.
Yes.
And so they actually had to come into town like a few days early. And so it was cold, but it was a good festival.
Yeah.
And so, hey, good morning, Valera. After getting back home, I actually took a few days off and just tried to rest.
Get back home.
Huh?
Get back home.
Yeah.
Fiber Fun?
Yeah. I mean, we had to drive like a long ways, you know? No, I mean, just
yeah.
Because with Fiber Fun, I'm the one in charge. And I was like, thanks, Deborah. She said it was so much fun. I was like all over the place. I was downstairs, upstairs, downstairs, and I had my phone on me all the time. And I had my ears on, my shocks, and people were calling me, and I'm like, answering, like, da da da. And somebody was standing right beside me going, what? I'm like, I'm talking to, which was so nice because somebody would call me and say, hey, so-and-so is wanting to check in on the class. And so what I would do if somebody came in and they didn't have cash and they wanted to pay for a class, I would email them an invoice for PayPal. So I was back and forth. And so I tell you, Saturday, by the time we tore down, I was sore.
Yeah, I was
sore. Like my whole legs was sore. My back was sore. And I think if I would have programmed my phone or wore a watch to see how many steps, it would have blew my watch up. But it was lots of fun. It was so good to see so many people, so many of our local people.
I know.
We met some new people. So it was a great weekend.
I think so too.
And we're already working on for 2026. I just announced the dates this morning on our festival page. It is February 27th and 28th. We're actually moving the venue. We are moving the venue to a building that my son and his wife and her family actually run. It's a big building. It's wonderful.
Yes.
It's wonderful.
I really like it.
I'm going to have a little bit more control over what happens because there's so many rules about outside food and stuff. So we're going to have outside vendors, and we actually are going to have a market preview on Thursday night. And so I've already kind of got some plans in mind for that. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
So things are already going. I'm so excited. So that is February 27th and 28th here in Vicksburg. So I would love for y'all to come and see us next year. Okay, so we have some other exciting stuff. We are working. Got a lot of things in the dot pots, a lot of things going. We have a new yarn base, which is, so we have the Natchez fingering, which is a 50% wool and cotton. And now what do we have?
We have a Natchez DK.
Natchez DK.
Yes. So that's going to be nice. I really, because I think when I use cotton, I probably use more of a DK.
The DK.
Yeah.
We've had the cotton. We added the cotton. When did we add that?
We had it
last fall.
Yeah.
Because I think we had it at Dallas, maybe.
I think so. We just had the fades, and now we have single skeins.
Single skeins.
Yeah.
It's selling really well. People are liking it.
Yes.
So we have added the DK. And so that will get added to the website here soon. We have new yarn bases that we're working on. We have a lot of wholesale orders we're working on. Our spring shows. So we're in 2 weeks. We're going to be at the Carolina Fiber Fest, which is in Raleigh, North Carolina, and that is March 14th and 15th. Yes. And then after that, in 2 weeks, the 1st of April, we are going to be at YarnCon.
Yes.
In Chicago. And then 3 weeks after that, we are headed to Georgia for the Georgia Needle Arts. Georgia Mountain Needle Arts Festival.
It's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful. And then from there, we are headed up to Yarn Centric in Frederick, Maryland. And that is a really fun show. We did it last year. They have timed entries for where everybody could come in. And so you do have to buy tickets. If you're going up to Maryland Sheep and Wool, we did get to go and see that show last year.
And it was cold and rainy.
It was. So I'm hoping that it's not going to be cold and rainy. Yeah. But if you're going up to Maryland Sheep and Wool, or if you live in the area, you can go and you can come see us.
Yes.
We will be at Yarn Centric. It is in Frederick, Maryland on Friday. It's a really fun show. It was kind of crazy busy.
Yes.
But you can go and get tickets online. You can go and check out yarncentric.com, I think is the website. You can also go find them on Instagram. Then from there, we are going to go to Maryland Sheep and Wool on Saturday. Sunday, we are headed to Rosemont, I guess I'm saying it right, Illinois, for the H&H Americas. So if you've never heard of H&H Americas, it is a wholesale show for yarn shops. And yarn shops will be able to come in, check to see what all the different vendors are going to have, and they can place orders. And so this is the first year we're doing this, and we're kind of excited, a little nervous.
Yeah.
We had a Zoom meeting last night about all of the things that's going to be offered, all the things that are happening. And I'm like,
yikes.
But you know what I thought last night? We really do need this whiteboard now.
Yes.
We need a whiteboard downstairs that we can really start making notes, because there are a lot of moving parts that are happening in the next couple of months.
I know. Yeah, I think that even when he was just showing, did they record it?
Yes.
Okay.
We need to watch it again.
I think so, because I was having to watch, we were still working. So we were having to kind of watch on our phone and stuff. And he was showing a lot of the app and all of that. And I'm like, whoa.
Oh no.
So,
I know. So they did start the Zoom meeting. We were still here working, and then we were just standing around. I was like, okay, I'm going. And so I went to go get a pedicure after we left here. And I'm getting my pedicure, and I'm watching the Zoom meeting, and I'm listening to it. But he was showing all the screens and stuff, and I was like, oh, I really need to go home and do this.
Yeah. And so that's what I'm like, oh, I hope they recorded. I hope,
So we are able to do sample packages for the yarn shops that are going to be coming and stuff. And we ordered these little, how do you say these? Carabiner.
I guess.
And then we're adding little yarn minis on it. And so that's what we're doing today, and making up little sample boxes and stuff for yarn shops. And, yarn shops are about to be very, very important to all of y'all, because I'm sure everyone has heard that Joann Fabrics is going out of business. And so it's going to be to get more difficult for people to get yarn. Very so make sure that you are supporting your local yarn shops, because if it wouldn't be for Jems, our local yarn shop here in Vicksburg, I would not have been able to make it. Because with Jems, we were able to go on so many different social media platforms during COVID.
Right.
And we were able to survive. So that is very unfortunate for Joann's. But so that's what we're working on. We have some wholesale orders we're working on, and we're also ready. So we have a lot of empty spaces of the yak that is behind us. So we sold a lot this weekend, and we got to get busy on that. Also, I wanted to tell you that there was a Valentine box that was shipped out 2 weeks ago. Everyone got the yarn, a bunch of goodies. So there was supposed to be a pattern in there, but I was so busy getting Fiber Fun and the SIP ready, which is our local festival. I didn't get finished putting the pattern together, and not the pattern, writing the pattern up.
Right.
So when we first did the Valentine's Day box, I was like, okay, because what I have done with other patterns, I've wrote them in different yarn weights. So I'm like, okay, well, I can write the pattern and then knit it up in the different yarn weights and then issue the pattern,
Right.
Great idea. But when time is ticking and you're trying to knit up 2 hats, I was like not getting done. But I am going to show you a sneak peek. I left the fingering hat. It is at home, and I forgot to bring it. I thought I put it in my bag. So this is what the pattern looks like. The pattern, hopefully I can get it uploaded this weekend. Here is the new pattern. And so in the fingering hat, it is done in the yarn that was in the box.
Yes, which is
right there.
Right here.
That's the DK minis. And then I did the fingering minis held double. And then here is the hat pattern.
So cute.
It's really, I love it. And so Valera had made a comment the other day about, because I also have the other hat that I did, Candy Hearts.
Yes.
About taking that and making it into socks. And I'm like, I could do that. So I am going to do the same thing with this. So there's going to be a sock pattern coming out with this pattern, and then also with the Candy Hearts.
Yay.
And so when Emily and we were talking about the design on this, so the other pattern was hearts. So do y'all know what this is? This is the arrows. Do y'all see? This is the arrows for.
So cute.
Thanks, Katrin. So I'm really excited about it. I would put it on, but I don't want to mess my hair up. But I'm a decrease, and the other day I was like, oh, I'll finish the decrease like last night or whatever. Well, I started watching TV last night, and I forgot that I was supposed to be binding this off, and then I put it in my bag. I was like, oh, I'll do it this morning. No. So other exciting news, talking about socks. After Fiber Fun, now my mind can go other places and focus on other stuff. And so I came in to work the other morning, like all of the ideas, like I'm like, oh, and we could do this, this, and this, and
I know.
this.
I'm like, oh my gosh, like I didn't even know you were thinking about that.
I'm like, I mean, I don't know. All of a sudden, I just have this like I'm ready to just go. I'm ready to just like, what do they say? Hit the ground running.
Okay.
So I came in and I was like, okay, so we need to be thinking about our Advent and our Halloween box. And I was like, kind of think about what we think we should do. And so I came in the next morning and I was like, okay, I got an idea. We kind of tossed around a little bit about the Advent.
Mm-hmm.
And so I came and I asked her, I said, okay, so in the knitting world, I'm going to see who in our group this morning knows this. In our knitting world, what is October known for? It's a trivia question. What is October known for in the knitting world? Who knows? I bet you Valera knows. Anybody? Anybody?
Is there a delay?
Socks. Yes. October.
October.
Yes, Valera, that is right. October in the knitting world is known as Socktober. There are all kinds of different things that are going on that are dealing with socks for October. So our Halloween box is going to be called, ready? Smell My Feet.
I love it.
How does that little thing go?
Trick or treat, smell my feet.
That's right. It's so simple. Trick or treat, smell my feet. Give me something good to eat. So it is going to be called, Michelle, we were talking about doing a Mardi Gras thing, but I tell you, Tom has just gotten away from us, and I was so busy with Fiber Fun. We had so much stuff going on that we're not going to do a Mardi Gras. We did a Mardi Gras yarn.
Yes, we did a colorway.
We did.
It's been in the past, the Fat Tuesday.
The Fat Tuesday. We do have the Fat Tuesday.
And we do have some left.
And it is on the website.
Yes.
So unfortunately, we do not have enough Tom. Tom has just been like, if you saw the mess around us.
I know. And we had it pretty good before Fiber Fun. And then, so now we have.
So our Halloween box is going to be called Trick or Treat, Smell My Feet, Give Me Something Good to Eat, but it's Smell My Feet. So it's going to be all kind of things sock related, foot related.
Yeah.
It is going to be 31 days of fun. There will be, you can order yarn, you can order it in fingering or in DK, and we will be posting that within the next week. We're really, really excited about it. You will also get a t-shirt. We've already kind of picked out the design. Our t-shirt design this past year said,
I'm a good witch until I run out of yarn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got big plans for that. And then we are going to be doing our 12 days of Christmas again, which is like 12 days of countdown. And we did 50 grams of fingering and 50 grams of DK.
Right.
And so I've been kind of actually thinking about it for like the last couple of weeks, actually probably since we did our Advent box this past year. I'm like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Everybody is liking the 50 grams.
Yes.
Instead of the fingering, instead of the minis.
Yeah. I think everybody's kind of getting to where like they have a lot of minis.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I've been kind of like really just trying to think about it and what to do. Well, one of the vendors at our show this past weekend, she was from Wisconsin, Interlacement Yarns. I enjoyed getting to visit with them. I got to tell you a really funny story though about them first. So they are from Wisconsin. Their names are Brian and Kelly. And so when I was doing their name tags, I typed up their names. Well, her name, Kelly, is with one L. Keli.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, wow, that's kind of different.
Yeah.
So then I went to go type up like another vendor, like, and their names were Brian and Kelly. And I was like, wait a minute, is this like, is a duplication happened or something?
Yeah.
So I went back to look to make sure it was a different vendor. And so this was Brian and Kelly of Brandon, Mississippi, and they were a vendor called The Wood Shop. Her name was spelled Keli. I I'm like, what?
Oh my
And
goodness.
so when they got to the show, Interlacements got there first, and I was like, y'all have twins? And they were like, what? And so I told them there was another vendor with their same name. I ended up giving them the wrong name tags too.
Oh my goodness.
I gave them the woodshop name tags. So after the festival, I saw them taking all for a picture together, and they had their name
Aw.
tags.
That's so cool.
But Brian, the guy that was the woodshop vendor, he messaged me after the show, and he was like, "Thanks so much for letting us be a part of." This was their first show, and he said, "It almost feels like summer camp. Like you get to know these people,
Yeah.
and then you have to say bye, and you're not going to see them again until next year."
Yeah.
Which for us, we get to see a lot of these people like on the road,
Mhm.
like all the time. But for him, he was like, "I'm kind of sad." And I was like, "Oh, that's really cool." But anyway, okay. So Kelly of Interlacements and Brian, this is the first time for them to be in the South.
Mm-hmm.
So they were really excited. They did get to go and venture out a little bit. They went to the military park. They saw a lot. There's a lot of
History.
Yeah. Here.
Mm-hmm.
And so when people come into town, they do take advantage of it and go and see all the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing that she was really excited about was eating Southern food.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, I had black-eyed peas for the first time.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
I know.
That's something to be excited about. Yeah. We have a pizza place that makes very unusual pizzas.
Mm-hmm.
One of their pizzas is collard greens. It is really good.
It's so good.
Have you had that one?
Yes, I have. It's so good.
It's really good. It's a little spicy, but so she ate collard greens on pizza. But anyway, she was like really excited to be able to experience a little of the South. And for us, like, I mean, we take all those things for granted.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Just living in the South. But then, like, when we go up north, there's things that there, of course, that people eat that we're like, oh, I want to try this.
Right.
So our Advent box is going to be called A Southern Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to share with you all kinds of things South, like Southern sayings, Southern recipes.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to include a recipe book that Emily and I are going to put together of like favorite things she likes to cook, favorite things I like to cook. So that is coming also within the next couple of weeks. We will be posting. Of course, you're going to get yarn. You're going to get 12 50-gram skeins, either fingering or DK, but it's going to include a lot of extra goodies that are Southern style.
Yes.
So we're really excited about all this stuff, especially the smell my feet. We've been looking
at it's so fun.
We've been looking at all the things. We're like, oh, we could put this. Look at this. Look at that. Have you used like your little foot stuff yet?
I didn't use it. I forgot. I'll use it this weekend and let you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of this weekend, do y'all know what's happening this weekend?
I don't know.
What's happening tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. Color Fusion, people. I need some votes. Yes. But I cannot let Judy win again. Did you hear what I said? Let you win.
Whatever. So Color Fusion, we started in 2022. Emily and I dye yarn live through Zoom call. And we compete head to head. It was so funny. I mean, it's not funny. The first year when we talked about it, and I was like, hey, you want to do this? And she's like, no. So I finally got her talked into doing it, and we did it. And she won 2022. And it was so funny. The first couple of times when she was dyeing, she was actually sweating.
I was sweating. I was so nervous. It's just, I still get nervous every time.
But she won 22. 23, I got my stuff in gear and I won 23. 24, we were so busy, so many things happening that we just we weren't here that much.
Right, right.
So we weren't able to do, I think we did 4, 5.
I think we did 5.
We did 5.
I think so. Maybe not. I don't know. I guess we'll have to go back.
I think
I know in the previous years we did like 7 or something, you know. So.
I think we only did 4 because I think the score was 3-1. It was going to be 2-2 tied up.
Okay.
If you won, and then we were going to do a tiebreaker in December, but I won the November one. So the score was 3-1. When we were at SoCal, which was we did Color Fusion in November, and then we left the next day.
Yeah.
Headed to California for SoCal, and people were coming into the booth going, "So who won?"
I
know. So I won 2024. Here we are. It is 2025. We are already the 1st of March.
I know.
Time is flying by. So tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Time, we are going at it again. I think we're just going to choose our own
colors again?
Colors.
Okay.
So we're going to choose our own colors. I got an idea. Do you know what you're going to dye?
No. And even when I have an idea, I get here and I just change it. Like, I don't think I've ever stuck to my plan.
Oh, I got a plan. I'm going to win. So tomorrow is Color Fusion at 11 a.m. You can go to our Instagram up at the top at the link and click that you want to join our Color Fusion. You will get an email link for the Zoom. And it lasts about an hour, maybe like a few minutes.
Yeah.
Longer, but so I'm excited. And let's see what happens.
Yeah. Let's see.
All right, what else? We have yarn everywhere.
We always have yarn everywhere.
It's crazy.
Yes.
It's crazy. My truck, like I'm going to try to do a deep clean on my truck this weekend. I have a busy
You have a
weekend.
lot to do this weekend.
I have a lot
She's
to do.
She's going to like redo her whole yard. She's going to deep clean her house and deep clean her truck.
Well, I got to, but I'm gonna be gone tonight, and then tomorrow we got Color Fusion, so it'll be like
Saturday afternoon, and then after church on Sunday.
Yeah. Well, and then I'll probably end up watching TV the whole time.
No, because what you're watching, you're done with that. You just have to watch 2 episodes this weekend. And you can't even watch the other one until Sunday.
I'm like trying to get caught up on all of my TV watching. I watched.
Because we can't talk about anything because she's so far behind.
On which one?
Well, now you're not on that one.
I was
you
watching.
You still have to watch Landman.
Well, I started one episode of that. But I watched 1923. That's like the prequel to Yellowstone. Have y'all watched that? Oh my gosh. I'm like, Emily.
I know.
She's like, I know.
It's brutal.
I've been staying up until like midnight the past couple of nights watching it.
Yeah.
But I finished at 10:30 last night, and I was like, oh, I should start watching Landman. I was like,
no, just go ahead, because then you're gonna be caught up with me. Wait until Sunday, and then next week you can watch Landman when you don't have anything to watch. It's only 10 episodes too.
Well, I got to go back and watch, because I haven't been signed up for Paramount Plus. But I've got to go and watch the last season of Yellowstone. I haven't even watched that. But you didn't watch the whole season of Yellowstone.
No.
So I got to go back and watch that. And then there's some other shows. I'm really behind on my TV watching. I haven't been watching much TV, but yeah, I'm like, oh, and then a friend of mine, she was messaging me last night, and I was asking her if she watched 1923, and she asked me, she's like, have you seen this show? Let me see.
What is it?
Someone Like You. Have y'all seen that? I've heard. I've seen it. It's a love story.
Who's in it?
I can't remember.
It seems like I have seen it.
But I've seen like the advertisement for it. Someone Like You. She said that she cried the whole time. I was like, I do not need it. Maybe I'm gonna cry the whole time.
What is that? I think I saw it, but I don't know if I cried the whole time.
Have you?
So I'll have to see if I
think she said it was on PureFlix. I'm not for sure if it's on Netflix or not, but But I've been setting and not knitting. I've been working on reports and stuff from Fiber Fun and watching TV, and all that kind of stuff. And so I've gotten all of that done. And so now I can get back to knitting again.
Okay.
But all right, is that everything?
I should have brought the shawl. I finished the
You did?
the Accidentally in Love, and I forgot to bring. I haven't blocked it yet, but I'll get that done this weekend and bring that next.
Also, the sweater knit along is going right now. You have until March 24th. I think that is the right date to finish your sweater. And I was on Ravelry last night, and I saw where Megan has been posting in the Ravelry
I
group.
saw that too.
So, and I did not print any of the last questionnaires that we have. I did not print that this morning.
So we'll do that next week.
Yeah. So we are here next week, and then the next weekend, the 14th and 15th, we will be in Raleigh.
Is that just Saturday? That's Saturday and
Saturday
Sunday?
and Sunday.
Okay. So we'll be leaving Thursday.
Yes.
Because we set up Friday.
Right.
Okay.
I booked hotels. I've been booking hotels and Airbnbs and everything for
everything.
everything. I'm like, I should have booked this already. And we signed up for another show this week.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
The Pittsburgh Creative is August
27th through the 24th.
Yes, I think that's in Pittsburgh in August. We signed up for that. We've signed up for some other shows, and I'm waiting to hear back from that. So we're going to have a really busy year. I'm really, really excited for the H&H Americas.
I know, me
which
too.
is in.
But it was after listening last night. I'm like, oh, I'm so nervous. Like, I got to study.
And we are actually going to have our booth. We are setting up our booth on Monday. We have Monday and Tuesday to set up our booth. And it's going to be kind of different because it's not really for people to come and shop, like consumers. Yeah. It's for yarn shops to come and see what you offer and place orders.
Right.
So Monday and Tuesday is set up. The show is Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then we tear down Friday, and then Saturday we'll start heading home. So we're going to be a long time in Chicago.
I know.
So I'm looking for a place to stay. I have not booked that yet.
Our booth is really small, so like we shouldn't have a terrible time loading up and setting up and stuff. But I did have a couple, just to. When I was watching, I thought, oh, we could do that. So
I know. I'm like, we need to do this. We need to do that.
And that was another reason I wanted to find out is like they said we could go and look at pictures to give, because I think that would help,
set it up.
Yeah.
Which we've done a few. So we have a corner booth, which is kind of lucky.
Right.
And so I kind of have an idea of how we're going to set up. But then I liked how that they were hanging stuff from the pipe and drape.
Yes.
Like shawls and stuff. Anyway, that's going to be very interesting. I'm kind of excited. And one thing that they have with the show, and so if you are local to a yarn shop, go and tell them that we're going to be there, that they should come and look us up. We're really excited. But there's an app that we're supposed to load onto our phone.
That's what I want to do.
So I was looking for the app yesterday, and then I couldn't find it, and I knew I needed to go to the website to load it. But there's an app that's going to be on our phone, and so when attendees walk in, they're going to have a name tag, and we'll be able to scan their name tag and save into our app.
Gotcha.
As somebody that came by and was interested in our yarn and stuff.
Okay.
So much stuff to learn and get ready. And I got home from Fiber Fun. I drove like
5 minutes.
Yeah. And I was just like, I'm sad that it's over, but I'm glad it's over because now I can like start focusing on other things. But all right, we've got a lot of work to get done downstairs. Thanks so much for joining us every Friday and checking us out.
And we have the discount, right?
I'll set it up.
Yes.
Friday discount.
10% off
Let me do it really quick.
on everything except box sets. But right now we don't have any box sets up there. So it should be everything on the website right now that's 10% off.
Today is the last day of February.
Oh,
it felt like January lasted 2 years, and now February feels like it lasted 10 days.
Yeah.
It went by so fast. I am so excited for the time change. I am ready.
Me too.
I am ready.
I am too.
I could hear the birds out chirping this morning. Oh, and then I saw a thing that said that the hummingbirds were going to be start making their way.
Oh.
You know, my hummingbird feeder, I set it up last year, and I really had a lot of hummingbirds.
I remember.
So I was like, this morning, I was like, I need to go get, fresh water and put the sugar and all that in there. So, why are you looking at me like that for?
Nothing. I need to get.
There is water in it.
Do you have water?
There's still water in my hummingbird feeder.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you need to do that. Poor birds.
Oh, no. They're gone. They're
Oh,
gone for the year, but they're about to keep making their migration.
Yeah,
back.
please. Like, don't let them have to get up there and be like, what the heck?
I'm like, why are you looking at me like that for? You got your hair cut all off, by the way.
I did.
It's
so,
cute.
Thank you.
I'm thinking I need to go get mine cut again. My hair has been falling out. I don't know if that's like stress or age or whatever. And I bought some new shampoo and conditioner yesterday. It's called Routines. It's supposed to be to strengthen your hair from falling out. But then I'm like, I think I need to go get it cut too. And I don't think I'm going to color anymore. I kind of been doing like a little bit of blonde on the top, but I feel like I'll be out the summer and
it'll lighten it by itself. Yeah.
To get some natural
highlights
and stuff. Maybe be out on the water and get some natural. I'm ready to like kind of get like a little tan going on too.
Yeah, me too.
All right, we got to get to work. We got a lot down there waiting on us. Thanks for joining us. Y'all have a beautiful weekend. It's beautiful here. I'm excited to be able to be out
Me too.
and enjoy. We will see you next Friday, and we love you. All right.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.